Gonna eat eventually.
Hey!
Morning, sorry we're late. Blame my dogs. Blame my smoker.
So what do you got on the smoker today, man?
I put two whole chickens on the smoker this morning. It should
All
take
right.
about an hour, hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't take long.
No, they don't take long at all. I spatchcocked them.
Yep.
You know, I got some new kitchen shears for some
Okay.
new poultry shears.
Yes.
Yeah, they work great.
Trying those out.
The last set I got, I broke them the first time I used them. They were awful.
Yeah.
They were from Walmart. I mean,
Yeah. Anyway,
don't expect so much.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I put I smoked a pork loin on Sunday afternoon, and I also did a chuck roast and did the poor man burnt ends.
Oh gosh, those are so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are so good.
And it reminded me that I like pork more than I like beef.
Really?
Because I mean
Then if
the
you
beef-
like pork more than you like beef,
the
you need
beef
to be-
just still is, it's just not as tender as the pork.
you need to make pork shoulder
Burn ends.
burn ends.
Okay. I'm gonna try that next time. I wanted to do it the way the recipe said it first. Shout out to Grill Nation.
I'll send you a TikTok.
Okay.
I have all my recipes from TikTok.
That's right.
I don't know if you're on TikTok.
Well, I get them off Facebook Reels, which is just TikTok.
It's TikTok late.
Yeah. I know.
It's not even TikTok light. It's
I know.
TikTok late.
I know, right?
It's just, I mean, most of them still have the little TikTok logo on the bottom.
They do.
of the corner.
So I know I'm technically getting it from TikTok.
It's just, yeah, like I said, TikTok late. But yeah, there's some good creators on there that do some very good recipes.
Yeah.
And so,
The Grill Nation guy I like a lot. I like what he does. I've
there's
seen some
Meat
different
Church.
things. Me-
There's Meat Church that's out there. He's really good. They have their own seasoning blend and everything. And there's this one gourmet.
I have
guy.
my own proprietary blend I like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. I use Kinder's seasonings.
Yeah.
And they're
I do use that, but I've concocted one that I like at times too. But the Kinder's
yeah,
however you
whatever they
pronounce-
are.
But they've got some good ones. Have you had that what is it? It's the burger one.
Gourmet burger.
No, it's a different one than that. It's more orange.
See,
Oh gosh, it's
I use
good.
Weber's gourmet burger seasoning.
Yeah,
It's just so good.
right.
So there's no
You
reason.
don't-
there's
if it
no
ain't
reason to
broke,
change. Right.
don't.
I mean, I'll mix it up a little bit. Throw a little extra garlic salt on that burger seasoning.
Yeah. So who's hungry? Who's already
Um,
getting hungry?
I was gonna go get a sausage roll for breakfast, and then my dogs wouldn't come back in the house.
Right, so
and
you
I,
didn't get to stop.
and I didn't want to leave them outside.
Yeah. Well, because they'd eat the chicken off the.
They would find a way to open the smoker and get on there and be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna eat this," because my dogs are idiots.
Okay.
They think I don't feed them. Like I literally just fed them this morning. They're like, "Oh, what we're gonna eat again." I'm tired of dogs. I love my dogs. I do.
Well, but you used to have a few more helpers around the house to handle
sure
the dogs,
did.
and now you don't.
I sure did. You know, Joanna's going to school, so she's at work all day, and then she's immediately in school all night, and then
Yeah.
I'm at work till I don't get home till 7. It's a grind.
Yeah. And you've lost all your helpers.
I've lost all my yeah. Everybody's gone,
You still have
and
one.
none of those dogs.
Well,
are
apparently
mine.
you have 3 at the house still.
I haven't seen Keelan in a little while, so I don't know where he's at.
Okay, you have 2 at the
I
house
have 2
still.
at the house still, and they do. They just don't think about feeding them in the mornings.
They're not thinking of anything in the
No,
morning.
they're thinking about what.
How many minutes more can I sleep before I run off to class?
Well, Evan has to be at school at 7
Yeah.
for workouts.
Yeah. How's that? Is that an
Well-
offline conversation?
Oh, we can have it here.
How's the shoulder?
He has an MRI Friday.
Okay. So are we thinking it's a torn?
They think it's a torn labrum, a
Okay.
slap tear.
Okay. Is
We
that
don't know until we get an MRI.
all right? So we're not going to talk about it
And then
until we know for sure.
Tuesday he has a doctor's appointment with.
So by next Wednesday we'll have answers.
we should have.
So he's not playing Friday,
He
obviously.
is playing Friday.
Because if you're going to have surgery, why not keep playing?
Well, see, we have a family friend that is a doctor,
Yes.
and I texted him the other day. I was like, "Hey, Hunter, what's the hurt if it's already torn, to go
Just
and
tear
play on.
more.
He says, really, the only thing is going to be arthritis later down the line. He's going to have arthritis in that shoulder anyway. I speak from experience.
Speak from some experience there. That's right.
It's already going to be there.
It's already going to be there. Laura's on.
Which recipes? I don't use the Warren Rub, Laura. It's too sweet. You guys put so much sugar in
Too
that.
much sugar. I don't put any sugar in mine.
It's got like a cup and a half of brown sugar in it.
Yeah, I don't put sugar in mine. It burns.
I could cut it back, but
Right.
there's plenty of good on the shelf rubs that you can use. Kinder has another one called pork and rib. If you're doing a pork butt or ribs,
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Oh, I know. I haven't found a Kinder that I don't like yet.
I haven't either. Maybe we should get them to sponsor us.
And they're coming out with new ones.
They
man.
do,
Man.
and you can get the nearly industrial size ones at Sam's.
Nearly. Yeah.
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 So
If they made a bigger one, I wouldn't cry about it.
I probably would because my cabinet is very full of spices.
So that big's about all we want.
So Joanna would be like, "We don't have room for this.
Yeah.
You need to stop."
No, you just build a spice cabinet to put out beside your
Ano-
grill.
Yeah, another something. Another something. Put it on my Christmas list because evidently I'm buying too much stuff.
Buying too much stuff.
There's nothing left for me to get for Christmas.
Oh, is this what you're hearing?
I'm not even
You
gonna.
have to be more patient and wait until the time.
My mom had a square cast iron skillet. And I absolutely loved cooking out of this square cast iron skillet.
So you bought one.
You can make 4 grilled cheese at one time.
Okay.
In cast iron.
Okay. Yes.
You can't do that in round. Right?
No,
You're lucky to get 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, I like this concept of the square for sure.
They have a square.
Still hot in the middle though.
Not as bad. I love
Okay.
cast iron. You
Oh,
let it heat up.
I do cast iron. I do cast iron all the
It's
time.
not hot in the middle if you let it heat up first.
No, it's true.
That's the
That's
secret
true.
of cast iron. You have to let cast iron heat up
It
all the way
does.
first.
It's got to dissipate out across the deal. Absolutely. Yeah, my daughter. Well, all 3 of them combined together to buy me my birthday present this year, and she had 2-3 weeks before my birthday had said, "Hey, if you're thinking about getting ... don't." But then she wanted to know if I was surprised with my birthday gift. I'm like, no, you told me what I'm getting.
You literally told me not to buy this.
So that's exactly what I know. I mean,
yeah, my kids aren't great secret. Well, they did a good job on the smoker, though.
they got you on that one.
I didn't know I could get the smoker. I normally know.
It was off the Amazon spreadsheet list.
It wasn't even. Yes, it was not.
It was not on the.
It was
It was
not
not
on
on
the
the
list.
Warren gift
did not-
list.
Did not show up as purchased. But I guess put it on the list. If it's on the list, I know what to buy you.
It just you get to a certain age where the surprise is not as important,
Right.
and it gets harder to know what we need to get.
So now my kids are surprising me with gifts. Like last year for Christmas, I got this oil painting of Arrowhead Stadium.
Okay, boy, they look good on Sunday.
So did Buffalo on Thursday night, though. So
Yeah, that's gonna be
that'll be I don't
AFC
know,
championship game right
I
there.
don't even know if they play each other this season before that game, but
You don't want to
man,
because they're both looking extremely good.
they are.
Mahomes, I read a report the other day that talked about, that last few seasons they didn't have a play. He walked up to the line and he whether Hill or Kelsey, whichever one had the man on man, that's where the ball was going to end up going somehow, some way.
Yeah,
But that failed him for about 6 games a season.
it did.
And looking at the stat sheet anyway, and this new concept of actually having a play, because he didn't know the guys, he's lost those 2.
No, he still got Kelsey.
He got Kelsey, but coming at it from a different perspective, he looked pretty good on Sunday.
Everybody thought
They're not
Kansas City
missing
was
Hill
gonna-
much.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. They always find these sprinters. And Eric Bieniemy, I really want him to get a head coaching job, but only if it's at Kansas City.
Scared of what you might have to face.
Oh, that guy is just so good at what he does.
Well, Andy Reid can't do it forever.
He could be in a
Be a GM.
that'd be.
You let him.
I'd be all about it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't like Andy Reid. I don't know why. They're dumb. They're dumb.
Well, so today on the show, I sent you a text a couple days ago. We
I was wondering if you thought that you sent it Monday night, and I was wondering, does he think that tomorrow's Wednesday?
No.
Because I know you've been busy.
No.
So I didn't know.
When I
if
think
you-
about something, I send it.
I didn't know if you had lost a day.
No, I didn't know. I did not. I knew what day it was when I sent it. But you know, Sunday was
Trying to get to your text.
9/11, and you know, for a few years, people just didn't want to talk about it. They didn't want to deal with it. They didn't want to. They didn't want to remember at all. And while I don't want to go down memory lane on 9/11. I do want to talk about this aspect of how the effects of 9/11 on us, because there was a lot of things that changed as a result of 9/11.
Well, you stood up an entire government entity with the TSA.
Yeah.
Like immediately following that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
we didn't have that before.
it's not just it's not just a program. I mean, they're an entire department
Right.
of the U.S. government now. I'm not sure how much good they're doing, but I get it. Sometimes you have those knee-jerk reactions because, and honestly, I'm not sure it would have stopped what happened on that day.
Right. I think they were going to do what they were going to do one way or another.
Right.
So, but it's changed the fabric, and it's changed how we, not just how we fly, but some of the things coming out of 9/11 it's shaped us, I think, in ways we still don't understand.
Well, I mean, we're 21 years later now.
Yeah.
None of these high school students can grasp 9/11.
And neither can college.
Yeah, most college students.
I mean, my son turned 21. He was born 10 days before 9/11.
Yeah.
And it's something that they've talked about.
Something we remember. It's it's like, when we think of Veterans Day, right?
Right.
Started out as Armistice Day.
Right.
We don't know what that is. I mean, we don't study that. We don't.
Right. Right.
It's just, it's a day that we've always known, that we've always grown up with. This is 9/11. This is just something. It's not something that we celebrate, but it's something we always remember.
Sure.
And there are other traumatic events that people around the world think about. People in New Orleans commemorate Katrina every year.
Right.
Because it was such a traumatic experience.
Absolutely. Crowley wouldn't be what Crowley is today if it wasn't for Katrina.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
we were a shelter city.
Well, there's a lot of New Orleans transplants.
That's what I mean. We
Yeah.
were a shelter city, and so the movement north out of New Orleans, Crowley doubled in size following Katrina, and that's
and still growing.
and doubling again. So,
And still growing.
but the reason I kind of bring that up, and I don't know if our listeners have thoughts on how it's changed you. How did 9/11 change you? I know for a while there was a level of fear that we all lived with for a while, because we like, what next? But at the same time, I don't know about. I mean, you were in a different moment because you were you were still in. I wasn't, and so there was a part of me that, if I'm being honest, I was living in Oklahoma at the time, in the Panhandle of Oklahoma, so it's even more restricted. I was out in the Panhandle of Oklahoma at the time, and that's New York.
Yeah,
So
it's far, far away.
There was a sense of it was far, far away. Nationally, I understood where we were, but at the same time, it's like, okay, that's New York, and I wasn't sure how it affected me necessarily. I'm not trying to be weird about that. Just, I think a lot of people in Middle America didn't identify the same way.
it didn't touch you in the same way.
Right. Right.
Now, if you were around a military installation,
Yeah.
you were on high alert
Sure.
because, those would be, and people in New Orleans feared because of all the oil refineries.
Right.
You take away oil, you take away the lifeblood.
Oh, absolutely.
And so everything, all the refineries went on high alert. All the base down there went on high alert. We were locked down. Like there was, like I used to be able to call up to the front gate and say, "Hey, my friend's going to come in. Here's his name."
And they're like, "No."
here's his license plate
Yeah.
number, right? Okay, we got him. On September 12th, that all stopped.
Yeah. Nobody was getting on or off.
Right. 9/11 was on a Tuesday. That's what I was looking at, and that's what I thought it was because 9/12 was a Wednesday, and 9/12 the prayer meetings in churches around
Oh,
the world
yeah,
were
absolutely.
packed.
Yeah.
And I try to teach. Let's not just look for God when things are bad.
Sure. Absolutely.
Let's cry out when things are good, God, and give praises
Absolutely.
that we oftentimes forget about. More times than not, we forget about giving God the praise. We just want the want.
Yeah.
We just want God to come fix everything, and we're not really there to do anything, and we're really not there to give Him thanks afterwards.
Yeah,
We
face that on a week to week basis. We have in our Wednesday night prayer group, we have a prayer guide that we produce each week, and Bill begs, if you will,
Yeah.
for us to call in and provide Erica with some praises to fill in that space, and it doesn't happen. It rarely does it happen. And even on Wednesday nights when we talk about, okay, so what are the praises? We have them, but our mentality as believers has more to do with what I want than what I think.
Yeah.
And I think that that's going to cause us problems down the line if it's not already causing problems.
I think it already has started causing some problems. I mean, you never know the gravity of a situation until you're past the situation,
Right.
right? You never know how good or bad something's going to be until you get through it.
Sure.
That was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Or, man, that was
Right.
a lot worse than I thought it was going to be.
Exactly.
And so, let's just get out ahead of it.
Right.
Let's stop. Let's just start giving praise
Right.
in all things.
In all things, it says.
Yeah. Praise God for the traffic jam.
No.
Well, you never. Look, my mother-in-law is the eternal optimist.
Okay.
There's not a thing that she doesn't say praise God for this. Not a thing.
Well, it creates a mindset, and I appreciate that. I mean,
Yeah.
it creates a mindset. We have become, and COVID unearthed this. We have become hypercritical about everything, and we're hyper argumentative about everything.
Even worse today. I mean,
That's what
social media has allowed everyone a voice. And while
Some who don't need a voice.
and while it is a good thing that everyone can be heard,
Yeah.
not everyone should be heard.
Equally.
Not everyone should be heard.
Right.
I mean, there's some people that just have some stupid ideas.
Yeah.
And there are a dozen people just as stupid as that person. They start this rally, and all of a sudden,
It's a thing.
it's a thing.
Now you have a viral video, and
Yeah. No.
right.
Your mama did not spank you enough.
Right. And it shows.
And it shows. And it shows.
You grew up never having gotten a spanking, and it
You
shows.
didn't get your tail cracked.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and because of that, that feeds into negativity, and so the negativity doesn't. You can't praise God from a negative attitude,
No, you can't.
and so the and I think there's a level of personal responsibility that we all have in allowing that level of negativity and critical nature it just feeds on itself.
Yeah.
But we allow that, and so we go to work mad, we come home mad, we come to church mad,
Yeah.
and there's no joy in that.
Right.
And you know, there's some strong words that can be used from Scripture that says if there's not joy in the heart, the Spirit's not there either. And that's a dangerous place to go.
It is.
That if you don't have if a lack of joy means a lack of the presence of the Spirit of God, that means that you may or may not be a follower of Jesus.
And that
you may be
that's-
religious, but you have no relationship.
And that takes some introspection.
A lot of introspection.
You've got to dig deep, and if
Yeah.
if
Have I allowed?
you can't find joy in any situation,
Right.
where's your joy?
Right. Right.
Have you given it away? No one can take your joy.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Absolutely. And we can talk about the devil stealing my joy, but you gave it to them.
because you opened up to the opportunity.
Right. Right.
Yeah. The only thing stopping you is air and opportunity.
But I think these large traumatic events reshape a culture, and I think 9/11 reshaped our culture, and I think COVID's reshaped our culture.
Yeah.
and-
One a little more positively, one a little more negatively.
Okay, talk to me about that.
Coming out of 9/11, we were a more unified front as a nation, right? We were one nation under God
For a while.
for a couple years anyway. COVID, because of the nature of masks and immunizations and
Right.
social distancing and staying home and quarantine and blah 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 blah
It
blah.
was affecting my personal liberties.
Everyone had their own ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone had certain things that they were comfortable with in their own life.
Right. We didn't have social media in 2001.
Exactly.
And people may have had ideas in 2001.
Right. I think
But
we had
they
MySpace.
were,
Do we have MySpace in 2001?
yeah, but that wasn't the same.
I don't know. It's kind of a big deal. But, again, everyone has a voice.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone needs a voice. Not in those times.
Right,
Because too many voices produce chaos.
right. Too many cooks in the kitchen is what
Spoil the
I
soup.
I grew up
Yeah.
hearing.
Yeah. Too many hands in the pot spoil the soup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get out of my kitchen.
Right.
Kitchen on the weekend. The kitchen's mine
Right. Get out of my kitchen.
until it's time to clean up. Sorry, Joanne.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a terrible.
Keith in the
cleaner-upper.
kitchen.
I'm a terrible cleaner upper. I think I'm a really good cook.
Samuel is too.
A terrible cleaner upper.
Yes, he's a great cook. Horrible at the
But by the
cleanup.
time we get done with our masterpieces,
I think we got it figured out over this summer, though.
by the time we finish that masterpiece,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, somebody else got to step in.
yeah.
Can't do this. I don't get paid for this. I'm the master chef. I'm the master chef.
You don't have any sous chefs come in behind
I
you.
don't. I need a cleanup crew.
Right.
crew. But yeah, it's
By the virtue of you eating what I cook, you get to come cook. You get to come clean.
I mean, you think that'd be the way it works.
Right.
Usually Joanne and I split the cooking and cleaning. If she cooks, I clean. If I cook, she cleans.
Yeah.
I generally make a bigger mess than she does.
Right. We're less efficient on our usage.
Well, and she does this thing called clean as you go. I don't grasp.
You don't grasp that concept?
I don't
That's what I
understand-
do. You don't grasp
I
that
don't
concept?
understand the concept clean as you go. If clean as you go means I'm finished with this, put it in the sink, I get it. That's as far as I get, though.
Yeah, there's no wiping down a counter after you.
I'll do that because I
move
have to
something
move on
on.
to the next thing.
Right. So you clean as you go.
Not the way she does. Bro, she's cleaning bowls. And
Okay, so maybe not everybody needs a voice in the.
I'm not going to. You are not roping me into that. You will not.
Oh, you get a text now?
Yeah. Thanks, Aaron. Hey, have you downloaded iOS 16?
I don't know. It does it automatically. It tells me what it does.
Did your phone change?
No.
Yeah, that's
think
iOS 16. It's got new fonts. You can change your font.
I can't even tell the difference.
You can too?
No.
How can you not? Open your phone.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what I have. What do I have?
You have old.
Okay, so
Look at the font difference. Tell me you can't see a difference between my phone and his phone.
they can't see that. It doesn't do
Hang
that.
on, hold on.
It doesn't do it well on the screen.
It will.
It doesn't do it well on the screen.
You can see that. You can
Keith.
see that. Look how big those letters are. I got my.
Well, that's because they know you and
I
they
got
gave you
my-
the blind version.
Got my geriatric.
Yeah, they
phone.
got the geriatric.
Actually, my vision's the only thing that's not really going.
Everything else, is
Everything else fall apart. Yeah.
ankles to shoulders is gone.
I mean, we're. If you know the Warren family, just go ahead and buy stock in Touchstone Imaging. 'Cause, you know,
there's going to be a lot of it.
we got X-rays, we got MRIs, we got all the things. Yeah, I have an MRI Monday for my back again, so I'm super excited about that. And then, bro, the back surgeon called me yesterday. They were like, the first available appointment is November 14th.
Oh my gosh.
Are you serious? November 14th?
Time will change by then.
I said, well, I'm not a new patient. I'm a returning patient. Oh, well, that changes everything.
Really?
October 12th.
Wow.
Yeah, a whole month. A whole month. So,
Hey, I guess there's benefits to loyalty. I've been
Well,
there.
I'm-
I'm coming back.
I'm not necessarily loyal to him. He just happened to be the guy that they sent me to. Last time he wasn't in network. I
And now he is.
guess he's in network now.
Interesting.
So that'll save me $600.
That's nice. In network is helpful.
Yeah, instead of I think the surgery cost me.
Yeah, I'm still battling the insurance company after my daughter died on the side of the mountain for 2 minutes.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
They don't want to.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
I can't stand insurance companies.
It's not my insurance. It's the
trip
trip
insurance?
insurance that is. There's a lot of hoops to jump through to get them to cover it. Yeah. So I'm on the hook for quite a bit. That EMS off the mountain into Denver and back was not a cheap endeavor,
No.
and I'm on the hook for it until they decide if they'll even.
Send them $1 a month.
Oh, I know. So I'm working on a payment plan now.
$1 a month.
Oh yeah,
Until
yeah,
insurance decides what they're going to do.
exactly. Pay the minimum. When we had payment plans at the hospitals are a wonderful thing, but we did not know that when we had Samuel. Nobody told us about that when we had Samuel.
Yeah.
We had Samuel, and doctor's bills came. Well, what do? We're Gen X.
You pay
Bill
the
comes,
bills.
you pay the bill. I mean, this is what you do, right? We didn't know that you could actually argue the point. I didn't know we could not haggle, but I didn't know
Well-
we could put a payment plan into process. So we
You get the itemized receipt.
we sacrificed hard to get that paid off. And somebody, after we paid it off, they're like, "What'd you pay this off early for?" I'm like, "What do you mean paid it off
What do you mean
early?"
early. It came in.
It came in, I paid it. They said, "Well, we could have," past tense, "we could have set up a payment plan." Oh, really?
Why don't we start there?
Yeah. So when Isabella came along, same hospital, same place, because we had them both in Guyman. So when she came along, we were Johnny on the spot on the pre-admit. Go ahead and set me up for that payment plan now, because I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, that was one of the great benefits of military insurance.
Yeah.
Marcus was totally free because he was born on a base.
Yeah.
And then I think the other three boys, they were all born in New Orleans. It didn't cost us $100 total
That-
for all three.
yeah, but you earned that.
Yeah, my back's killing me.
Yeah, you earned that.
You know, in this new job, I average about 15,000 steps a day.
Okay.
So my
You losing weight?
no, but my legs sure are getting toned up. I haven't lost any physical
You
weight.
got to get some good walking shoes.
Ugh, these shoes that I have to wear, they're awful.
Oh, they give you shoes to wear?
Yeah, you have to wear composite toe shoes. Cause we're
Steel
working
toe?
Yeah, well, they're composite. You can't
Okay.
wear steel toes.
Anyway,
Because we have to go through TSA every day.
oh, that's right. So you can't have metal in your
Every
shoe.
day I have to go through TSA.
So a composite shoe. But still rips up those. I got hammer toes. Man, if I have to wear those, it just
Oh, mine,
it kills me.
at the end of a 12-hour day,
You're ready to take those shoes
I
off?
have started
You
taking...
keep extra shoes in the
I
car?
do.
Yeah.
I do.
For the drive home.
I do. I can't.
As soon as you get out.
Like, I was, like, driving home barefoot at one point. I was like, I can't wear these shoes. When I first got them, they
Yeah.
were so bad. I mean, now they're bearable, but
Yeah.
not very.
Yeah. Not very.
Not very bearable at all.
Well, it sounds like you need to eat.
I do.
You're missing that sausage roll on the way in.
What time is it? 32? That's pretty...
We're doing good.
How we talked for a half hour already?
This is just
It's what we
What
do,
happens?
I guess.
yeah. Well, I think part of it is that you're not around as much as you were, so we don't get a lot of this out ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, Mondays are a little tighter. I try to get my appointments on Mondays because it's the only thing I have available.
Yeah.
This past week I had. See, I got all kinds of thrown off. Was it Tuesday? Was it yesterday or Monday? Whenever I take Evan to the doctor. Anyway, it
You
doesn't
took him
matter.
Monday.
Monday.
You had a 140 because you missed out.
Yeah. So I'm all sorts of
You're all
out of
messed
whack.
up.
It's just
Yeah. You're still getting used to it.
I'm still getting used to it. Yeah. But it's work in progress. I tell you what, Monday night, man, I'm starting to love Monday nights. So the kids do a student-led Bible study at 7.
Yeah.
And then we go in and we have music, and then I teach at 7:30. They don't even need me to teach, man. They're doing so good, bringing the message on Monday nights. It's incredible to see
Yeah.
the growth. And Jennifer and Joey are coming now. Xavier was back Monday.
Good.
Robert's there every week, and I had some girls there this week. Just graduated high school. They're like, "Hey, when's the Wednesday thing start?" And so
It's already has.
they're excited about that. So I'm excited to see the growth in the college program and see what Robert's going to do with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how. I didn't get to talk to you guys, so I'll talk to you offline about it. But yeah, there's some really good things happening on Monday nights.
Good. Good.
So we're gonna get these. I have about 10 or 12 that are just rock solid there every week. I have some that once football season's over, you
Yeah.
know, it'll be a little bit easier. I have some girls in their junior year, and junior year of high school I've always said is the hardest year of high school. It's when things really start mattering.
Right.
Right, you have a lot of decisions to make. You're out of pre-AP and you're into all AP now. So you're trying to figure out that relationship for those that are AP students, and even those that aren't. I mean, you're into tougher classes your junior year, and generally your senior year is a lot easier, unless you're Evan Warren decide to take 7 AP classes in a year.
Of course he does.
I mean, one of them's music theory, one of them's band. But he has five core classes that are AP, 2 sciences.
Good for him.
What's your problem, boy?
Good for him.
He ain't right.
It'll be less money in college with
It
all
will.
those credits that go.
It will, hopefully.
I mean, Samuel he's graduating this spring,
I know, it's crazy.
3 years because he had a whole year, and that's changing majors, and he still gets out in 3 years because of the amount of credits he had coming in. So Evan's going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So he's going to roll off into his masters and just
Oh, good for him to stay up there.
he's just going to stay there. He and I talked about that, and and I said, just think about this as an idea. I said, if you just stay on, I said, master's degree is not where you get into your super specific area that you want.
Right.
That's your PhD, and he wants to get into Greco-Roman classical history. Awesome. That's what he wants
Of
to
course
do.
he does.
If they could get away legitimately at teaching Tolkien and Middle Earth history, that's what he'd do. But
Yeah.
that's not. That's not
I mean,
not
he will
legit.
find a way to incorporate that.
Oh, I feel certain. I feel certain. Oh, he is all torn up about this Rings of Power show
Is he?
right now because he and I watch it.
It's kind of a ripoff, right?
We like it.
I mean, I can't say that. I work for Amazon.
We like it, but I like it. I can appreciate the cinematic area of it. I can appreciate the story that's involved, but because it does not hold to the historical timeline that Tolkien established from the Silmarillion on,
I have no idea what you're saying.
he
right now.
can't. He has a problem because they're changing history, and that bugs him.
That would bug me too. But
But I don't know it, so I can like the show. He knows it and is like,
that's just.
I got
This
55
isn't
shows.
right.
We have 5 seasons pre-ordered already. I have to watch. I'm like, well, that's up to you, buddy. But so I talked to him. I said, look, I said, your
We were
first
wrapping
year,
Up, remember?
your first year in college was 2020.
Yes, terrible.
I said, you basically did not get a freshman year in college.
No.
Your second year, where you got your sports pass and you went to the games and you had BCM, you did all
Yep.
the things. I said, and you're going to graduate
In your second year.
in your true college experience second year. I said, if you stay on and go to your master's degree there for 2 more years,
Yeah.
then you will have rounded out, albeit maybe a little older than the others, but you will have rounded out what
much.
I would consider a 4-year college experience at that, for that time, because the first year was just a
Most degrees are going 4.5, 5 years now anyway, especially if you're going to be a teacher.
yeah.
Teaching degrees no less than 4.5 years.
He doesn't want to teach secondary.
Right.
He wants to teach at the college level. So he'll roll into his master's. He's going to then roll straight into his PhD, and 6 years from now, he's going to be teaching in a college someplace, doing what he loves. And it appears that the one that teaches classical history, the Greco-Roman classical history, is going to be retiring in 5 to 6 years. And so our hope is that he can roll out of his PhD
stay in Stillwater
and
for the rest of his life.
well, you can't get your PhD at the school you want to teach at.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That is kind of a rule. So if he got a PhD at Oklahoma State, he can't teach at Oklahoma State. That's kind of the unwritten rule.
So where's he?
He's probably going to have to go East Coast because nobody in the middle. We teach Western heritage history, Latin history, and Indian history in
The Central.
the Central. If you want the Greco-Roman classical history, you got to go to Big Ten, Big East, ACC, or we're praying about it, or go to England and go to Cambridge
I mean, that'd be.
or Oxford
That'd be.
and get.
That
They don't
look
give
great
a
on a resume.
PhD. They give it's a different one
Well,
that they
yeah,
give,
they're gonna-
but it's their version of
They'll call it
PhD.
something else.
Yeah, and so it's a possibility.
Still, it's a terminal degree.
All options are on the table currently. Yeah, and my terminal degree terminates.
Yes, you're here.
I've already had one class.
You have one left.
I have one semester after this one. Yeah, I had a class Monday night. Actually, had our first class Monday night. So, anyway, we were supposed to be wrapping up. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anyway, hey, you guys have a great week. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. We've really ramped up a lot of what we're doing there. So
Yeah, we have.
check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and subscribe to YouTube as well.
And
you
the
can
website.
You can catch like we're updating the website.
Website's updated. Website now has our live service on Sunday mornings. So
Much cleaner.
much cleaner.
Our
Yeah.
YouTube page is much cleaner, much easier to find things. Dads with Coffee has its own line, so you
And
can.
we're on Spotify.
Yep.
So kind of a big deal.
All right. Well, you guys have a great day.
Good to see you, Mike and Laura.